Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to WWE News and Rumors. I'm your host, Mr. Brandon Hodge. So this episode is brought to you by SeatGeek. So if you guys are looking for tickets for any event in the entire world, it doesn't have to be wrestling, should be a ticket for any event. Use SeatGeek, use code Hodge, save $20 off your tickets. Now this is for first time orders only, so if you used SeatGeek before, make a new account. You can still use the code Hodge and save you guys $20 off your tickets. But with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into this episode of WWE News and Rumors with the first news story of the day. The first news story of the day is going to be about Raw tonight. So there's really not a whole lot going on, I'll be honest with you guys. But basically, tonight's Raw has a special guest, of course. Tonight's Raw will have WWE Hall of Famer, WWE legend, Kurt Angle making an appearance on tonight's Raw. I'm sure Raw will be great tonight. WWE is definitely a lot higher than it has been in the past few years. And the reason I say that is because, like, every year, without fail, every year after SummerSlam, WWE falls off. Like, it just happens. Like, it's just like that fall time. I'm going to call it the fall time, wintertime blues of the WWE, if you will. Things don't really pick up until the Royal Rumble, it seems like. The Survivor Series has been like such a letdown in the past few years. But things are actually looking up. Like, SummerSlam's passed. SummerSlam's gone, and things are still looking sky high. Plus, with this big stadium show coming up this weekend. So things are on fire right now in WWE, so I'm not worried about the fall off this year. Not sure to know about that, but Raw will be excellent tonight, as I'm sure it always is. Going to be now, but Kurt Angle will be making an appearance tonight on Monday Night Raw. Alright, the next news story of the day is about the Clash of the Castle pay-per-view. So if you guys do not know, Clash of the Castle is less than 1 week away. It's actually this week. It is this weekend, Saturday. It will be Saturday. Remember, it's going to be happening earlier for us here in the United States. If you're a United States fan watching this video, it's going to be happening earlier because it's during the day. Because there's a giant time difference. There's 5 hours. Like, the UK is 5 hours ahead of us. So, like, their normal start time, well, they have a different start time. No, they always, like, start super late. I have to watch the pay-per-view late. But, like, over there, they're going to start it earlier than what they're used to and earlier for what we're used to. So it's earlier across the board. It's starting about 8 p.m. over there. But here in the United States, if you're in the Eastern time zone, it's starting at, like, 3 p.m. And the pre-show's even earlier. The pre-show's at, like, 1. And if you're in, like, Pacific time zone, it's going to be really early. It's going to be, like, morning time for you guys. So, yeah, it's going to be an adjustment for all of us. But I just wanted to say that. But the news story we have for you guys here today about the Clash of the Castle pay-per-view is actually they're doing construction already on the set. Now, this is the photo of the construction. We have absolutely nothing we can recognize, like, and be a big thing. There's not like a stage. We can't say there's a unique stage happening or anything. We just see like a lighting rig and stuff. But they're starting to set up the set for the Clash of the Castle. Personally, I hope it has a personal stage, like a custom stage or something like that. But I know the UK. It's kind of weird how they're able to even do shows over there, considering how far it is from the United States. I don't know if they have a ring that just sits over there, if they have to truck it in or something, or boat it in or whatever. But basically, they're constructing this. Hopefully, it's gonna be a very unique, interesting looking setup. But yeah, there's like nothing recognizable done so far. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so this is actually the only confirmed news stories that I talked to you guys about today. So go and get your juice boxes out. Get your juice boxes ready, because ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to talk about some juicy rumors. So the first rumor of the day will be about Sasha Banks and Naomi. So if you guys do not know what I'm talking about, Sasha Banks and Naomi have walked out of the WWE. They did this months ago. They've been gone. Their contracts were expiring, or they were getting released, and doing all this other stuff. It looked like they were never, ever returning to the WWE. I don't want to say never, ever, but they weren't coming back anytime soon or whatever, and they might be going to another wrestling company to wrestle for another wrestling company. But then things changed. You know, Vince McMahon walked off into the sunset. Vince McMahon no longer part of the WWE, no longer running the WWE. Stephanie pretty much took it over, put Triple H in charge of creative. Triple H is running all the creative decisions, which changed a lot of people's opinion about the WWE. And Triple H actually made an effort to reach out to Sasha Banks and Naomi to see what was going on, what he could do to make them happy, and what he could do to get them to return to make all the fans happy. So what can we do? And basically, they came to an agreement. That was rumor going around. They came to an agreement, and they're willing to come back. Well, now I have another update about this situation, about Sasha Banks and Naomi possibly returning to the WWE. This is a very big one. Apparently, backstage at WWE, they have a list, right? They have a list of the roster, of the wrestlers they can use for storylines and things going forward, ideas. They come up with ideas for wrestlers. They can include wrestlers in storylines or have ideas for wrestlers or whatever. Basically, there's a list of wrestlers, right? Well, apparently, this week, randomly, Sasha Banks and Naomi are two names that have been added to this internal roster list. of people they can use for creative storylines, like creative meetings. They have a list of people, and Sasha Banks and Naomi are now on that list. They were removed from that list like a few months ago, and now they are added back to that list. So this is looking very good for a return coming very soon. I'm not saying it's like gonna be tonight or anything. It could be a Clash of the Castle. It might not be. It could be a Survivor Series. It might not be, or it could be Royal Rumble, or it could be sooner. But I'm saying at least by the Rumble, they'll be back. But they're already on this list, so it looks like they will be coming back here sometime in the near future. But we'll just have to wait and see. All right, the next rumor. The next rumor is about the WWE Championships, WWE titles, WWE belts. Oh my God, I can say belts now. If you guys don't know, like Triple H has lifted like the ban on, like Vince had these weird bans on words. Like don't say wrestling, don't say pro wrestling, don't say I'm a wrestler, don't say belt. It's a championship title. You're a sports entertainment. This is a sports entertainment company. And now all that's been changed. We can say wrestler now, we can say wrestling, we can say belt, we can say title belt, we can say championship belt. We don't have to be like title. This is a title. We don't wear it around our waist. We hold it on our shoulder. We carry it around because it's so heavy. It is a championship title, and it should, yeah, all this. You can wear it around your waist now. It's back to being called a belt, so it's fine. But basically, there is kind of a unique. I can't say there's not a unique is what I'm trying to say. There's kind of a uniform design. If you guys have noticed, like this title right here, like that's pretty much the design for 4 championships. That is the WWE Championship. That is the Universal Championship. That is the SmackDown Women's Championship. That is the Raw Women's Championship. They all look the freaking same. Sure, they may have a little bit of a difference with color-wise. Like it may have a different color strap or a different color little swoosh or side plate or something. But for the most part, it's an identical design. And that's the reason you just see, for the most part, that on the wall and you don't see like a bunch of like, I don't have the Universal. Okay, I don't have the Universal. The reason I have both of the women's is I wanted them for free and I just wanted a women's title. So yeah, but basically, this rumor here is about the title designs. Apparently, Triple H is seeing this, that a lot of them look very similar, and it's like there's no uniqueness, there's no differentialness or anything like that, and he wants to change that. Apparently, Triple H wants to have different title designs. He wants to change the design. I'm thinking he's going to keep the WWE Championship like that, and that may be the only one that looks like that one. We might have a new Universal, new women's titles, a new uniqueness, or we may have new titles altogether. But this rumor is saying, basically, Triple H, he wants different looking titles. He doesn't want them all to look the same. He wants differentness. He wants coolness. He wants something special. So I'm really excited for this. I don't know what they could look like, and I don't know if that's what he's going after, but in my mind, when I hear he's wanting to change title designs, I'm thinking that may be why. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is it. This is the fun news show. This is the fun rumor. The final thing we're talking to you with you guys about inside of this episode of WWE News Rumors. So this is about our tribal chief and our current undisputed Universal Champion. This is about Roman Reigns. So Roman Reigns, our tribal chief. So what do I have to say about this? Well, it's about the Clash of the Castle match against Roman Reigns and Drew McIntyre. So they're actually, we're wrestling 1-on-1 for the championship in the UK, and this is a very big deal, right? And there's a lot of questions going around right now. Is this the right setting to have Roman be defeated? Is this the right setting to have Drew win the championships and actually in his home? I don't know. He's from Scotland, but Scotland's part of the UK, so kind of his home country deal. I don't even know what to call it. Home little union. I don't even know what to call it. But basically, is this the opportunity? I would say no. I've already done my prediction video. If you guys haven't seen that, go check that out. But basically, I said Roman's retaining. I think Roman's retaining. I would never question my tribal chief. And Roman's been champion for so long. Whoever beats him for the first time is going to be a very, very big deal. Like, he's been champion since 2019. It's currently almost, going on 2023. Like, this is a huge deal. Whoever beats him is going to be shot to the moon and be like the giant star and the biggest star in the entire company. Whoever beats Roman. And when Roman gets beat, he's going to go away for a while. He's going to have a giant break. And I know Roman's wanting a giant break. He's wanting a bit of a break. I don't want to say a giant break, but he does want a few months off where he doesn't have to be on TV at all. He's just going to relax. And I know he wants that, but is this the right time to do it? I don't know. But this rumor is actually saying backstage at WWE, for the first time in literally years, there is discussions of Roman actually losing the titles this weekend. There's not been these discussions of Roman losing the title in literally years. So they're actually considering this. They're actually considering letting Drew beat Roman. And this is going to be for both championships. You can't just drop one because they're unified. And this match is for both titles. So he'll lose both titles. I know a lot of people, I've heard talking, we would say, okay, if Roman's losing, he's just going to lose one title. But that's not the way they're booking the match. There's both titles are on the line. Now, Reigns, am I changing my prediction? No, I'm not going to change my prediction. I still think Roman Reigns is retaining. But they're having the discussion backstage, and they very well could go with Drew to beat him. We'll just have to wait and see, but this is something crazy that they have not even considered in years, and now they're actually talking about it backstage. So I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. We may have a new Undisputed Universal Champion by the end of this weekend. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. Remember, I'm doing a live stream reaction for the show since I can't go. I'll be live streaming and doing a 3-hour-long live stream for you guys. So definitely come to the party this Saturday and enjoy my live stream, my live reaction stream. We're going to talk a little bit, do a little Q&A, react to the show together. I'll be doing that. I want to do a little promotion for that. But ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it. That is it for this episode of WWE News and Rumors. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought on all these news stories and rumors in the comment section down below. But ladies and gentlemen, I am Brandon Hodge. I am your king of vlog style, and I will see you guys in the next video.